Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen discovered an unusual phenomenon. He was experimenting with a cathode ray tube when he noticed a faint glow from across the room on a piece of cardboard covered with a phosphorus material. When he placed his hand between the cardboard and the cathode ray tube, he was amazed to see the bones of his own hand. The date was November 8, 1895. Röntgen knew he had discovered something, but wasn't sure exactly what it was. So he called the new ray X-rays, because X was the mathematical symbol for an unknown quantity. To test his new discovery, Röntgen employed the assistance of his wife Bertha. A radiograph of her hand is traditionally considered the first radiograph, and it took nearly 20 minutes of radiation exposure to produce this first image. Röntgen quickly published his findings and lectured extensively. He even won the first Nobel Prize for Physics in 1901. Soon X-rays were all the rage. X-ray studios sprung up all across Europe and America, so anyone could get a portrait of their skeleton. Anybody could order their own X-ray machine from a catalog. Within a few years, however, people who used X-rays extensively began to fall victim to strange diseases, lost fingers, limbs, and even their lives. It seemed the rays that were capable of revealing a hidden world and diagnosing disease were also capable of causing great harm. To combat these dangers, the X-ray community came to another X factor: competence. Through education, research, and practice, techniques were developed and implemented that would allow for X-rays to be used safely to diagnose and treat disease. People who were properly trained were initially called X-ray technicians, and then radiologic technologists, and finally radiographers. For over 100 years, radiographers have been important members of the healthcare team, and tonight these graduates will have proved their competence and joined their ranks. Who graduate here tonight are connected to radiographers of the past, not simply because of chronology, because their beliefs are connected to those who came before them, that there is a right way to do something. The belief that the needs of the patients come first, and that education does not simply stop at graduation. It is a lifelong pursuit.
Please remain standing. The invocation will be given by Miss Brianne Horton.
Let's pray. Dear Lord, thank you for allowing us to be gathered here today to celebrate our accomplishments. Thank you for protecting and guiding us this far. This journey has not always been easy, but with your help and guidance, we found ourselves. We turned each challenge into an opportunity to overcome a problem and learn something new. As we face unknown challenges on this new journey, let us not forget the things we have learned. Help us use the knowledge we have gained to make the world we live in a little better place and life's problems easier to face. Let us not forget the friendships that were built along the way and the memories that were made. They will forever be cherished. May we continue to lean on you for guidance as we face these endeavors. In your name I pray, amen.
Please be seated. I am Tara Powell, the Program Director for the Radiologic Technology Program, and I welcome you to the annual pinning ceremony for our graduates that have completed all requirements for the Radiologic Technology Program here at Southeastern Technical College. It is so wonderful to see so many families and loved ones here tonight to share this special event with our graduates. The graduates you see here tonight have completed more than 30 credit hours of academic instruction and over 1,500 hours of clinical education. Additionally, they have completed a minimum of 52 clinical competency exams and performed or participated in about a quarter of the total exams performed of our clinical education affiliates. They deserve a round of applause for these accomplishments. At this time, I would like to recognize the following individuals. Mrs. Carrie Dunn, our clinical coordinator. Mr. Jim Smith, our guest speaker. And now I would like to recognize each of our clinical education affiliates. Accordia Urgent Care and Family Practice, Appling Healthcare System, Jeff Davis Hospital, Meadows Regional Medical Center, Optum Healthcare, Tatnall, Optum Orthopedics Vidalia, Spivey Orthopedic Clinic, Vidalia Orthopedic Center, and Washington County Regional Medical Center. We would like to thank you for your patience, your care and attitudes, understanding, and most importantly, the support of our students and the program. Please give them a well-deserved round of applause. Next, I would like to recognize family members, parents and grandparents, spouses, significant others, children, extended family members, for their support and encouragement while our graduates are achieving their academic goals. Thank you so very much, and y'all deserve a round of applause too. Now I'd like to introduce Ms. Tiffany Carter, who will present our guest speaker tonight.
Welcome, everyone. Our guest speaker tonight is one who has made a great impact on each of our lives in the past 2 years. He is a 2007 graduate from Armstrong Atlantic State University and is a registered radiologic technologist as well as a registered MRI technologist. He has a bachelor's in radiologic science and has been an ARRT member for 10 years. One of the many duties of a technologist that we work with include teaching us students the most important things we need to know and remember while working in the field. I can personally say that I have learned so much from him, and I am truly grateful that he has taken the time to work with each and every student that has come through at his clinical site. He shows care, compassion, and patience while teaching us things we may or may not have learned in the classroom. When he is not working, his hobbies include music, watching and attending sporting events, and spending time with his horses. Above all, he enjoys family time with his wife Trish, daughter Lena, and son Graham. Please help me in welcoming our guest speaker, Mr. Jim Smith.
Good evening, everyone. Like she said, my name's Jim Smith. I'm from Long County, Little Whiskey, Georgia. Went to school in Savannah at Armstrong, graduated in 07 with a bachelor's, and ever since then been doing x-ray and MRI, and boy is it exciting sometimes, especially when you get students to teach and just show the ropes and just help them to get involved with healthcare. Deciding to go to college it's a big decision in itself. When to go, where to go, what to go for, all that kind of stuff. There's 10,000 questions you can ask yourself. And in doing that, you usually get advice from everyone, parents, teachers, family members, everyone. And they'll say, you should go to college. Why? Why should I go? I just got done with high school. I do not want to go to school again for another 4 years. Well, you need to go to college so you can get a good job. Why do I need a good job? I can go work at the mill. I can go do what I want to do, have my own business, all that kind of stuff. Well, if you go to college, you get an education, you get trained in something, you make more money, usually, not always. Well, okay, well, that's fine. Well, why do I need to make all this money? Well, mainly to pay off your college loans. So, haha. All right. It's been a privilege to work with these girls the past 2 years. It's the first class that I've been involved with the whole time, from start to finish, and you can really tell how much they've grown, and it's pretty amazing. I've enjoyed seeing their maturity and their confidence grow, and they've done a good job these past 2 years. There's always a big difference in juniors and seniors when you're in clinic, especially the first few semesters. Juniors, they're timid. You don't really know a whole lot compared to what you will know when you graduate. Self-confidence isn't there. You're scared. I remember being that way. My first rotation was at Candler Hospital in Savannah. We didn't know anything. I mean, you could have told us to go to the lab and get some fallopian tubes, and okay, we're going to go look. And we're not going to find them because they're not in there. So anyway, it's stuff like that. You don't know anything, and then you spend 2 years in the medical field. You get educated, and you get better at everything the more you do it. By the time they're seniors, they've been around the block. They've gotten used to how things work, and they get confidence in themselves, and they know what they're doing. Whenever students come to Baxley, which is where I work, one of the first things they're going to realize, I joke around all the time. I'm hardly ever serious unless something critical is going on. One of my favorite things is they'll do an x-ray, and they'll bring the film in, we'll put it in the processor, and it'll pop up on the screen. And most of the time, it's fine, it'll be fine. I'll start making this face, like, what were you doing, And they're looking like, what's wrong with it, what's wrong with it? Well, there's nothing wrong with it, it's fine. I'm just trying to teach them confidence and just to believe in yourself. And they will get that, and sooner or later I'll do it too much, and then they won't even listen to me if there is something wrong. So, but page 2. All right. And after a while, I'll tell them it's fine, and then by the time they're seniors, I've done it several times. They just roll their eyes, and they don't even listen to me because they're already working on the next picture because they know it's good. They know what they're doing, and so that in itself's good. And at this point, they've learned enough to be a good tech, and they're pretty much a standout in their field, and they're going to be good. And whenever they find their job and find their notch and everything, they'll get even better when they get the experience of having a full-time job and all that kind of stuff. It's funny how you can feel several different ways about something. Happy that they're graduating, they earned it, they put in the time, there's always a struggle sometimes, and you push through and they made it. It's also sad, once they graduate, they're done. They're going to go work. I won't get to see them or mess with them anymore, and I might see them every now and then, but that's it. So it's hard to box your feelings up sometimes. When you go through a program like this one, sometimes it feels so compact because there's so much to learn. And it's not always that it's just hard to learn it, it's so much. I mean, you cram all of this medical stuff, and then you have to know how to act, and it's hard to do. It's hard to do. And then you have to juggle everything. You got school, you have clinic, your family. Some of them even already have a job. They're working somewhere else while they're doing this program. And then they have to take care of themselves and to be able to finish it in the first place. It's a lot to take in. They've already taken a few things off that list. They got one more major thing to do, and that's passing the registry. And this is just a list that I made up, and this is to y'all. So I've already told a couple of y'all, so y'all listen. It's the last thing I'm going to tell you. Do not stay up late and cram the night before. You already know what you need to know. You're going to be fine. Get some sleep, at least 8 hours. Eat a medium-sized breakfast, something with protein, not a Pop-Tart. Get something that's going to last, you know. Arrive at the testing center about 30 minutes early, and do not study while you're sitting in the car. Just get prepared. You have to go in and take all the stuff out of your pockets and, go through FBI tests because they think this is really important. During the test, if you have to go to the restroom, raise your hand and go to the restroom. Do not sit there and have to pee for an hour because it doesn't work. It's going to take 5 minutes. Your brain could use a break anyway. It'll be fine. There's going to be several questions that you just don't know, and that's okay. You don't know everything, and most of those are going to be the test questions that you're not supposed to know anyway. So they probably won't even count. Just move on. Pick one and go. Just take your time and focus on what the question's asking. Most of the time it's B, is what I've been told. Just pick B. It'll be all right. I really do have full confidence that y'all are going to do fine. Not worried at all. Just think about what you're doing, and you're going to make it. So, without saying that, congratulations and good luck to Bree, Georgiana, Julie, Katie, Tiffany, and Melissa. Very proud of all of you, and I'm going to miss y'all. So congratulations.
On behalf of the class of 2017, we would like to present this gift as a token of our appreciation.
The following clinical faculty awards were voted on by my fellow graduates and I. The first award is the Most Outstanding Clinical Instructor, Melissa Bass from Applin Healthcare System. Congratulations, Melissa. Thanks, Jim. The next award is the Most Outstanding Technologist, Jim Smith from Applin Healthcare System. And the last award is Most Outstanding Clinical Education Site, Applin Healthcare System.
Thank you, Georgiana. Good evening, everyone. Ms. Powell and I would like to present the student awards. The first award we're going to present is the Most Outstanding Student Technologist. This award is voted on each year by all our clinical affiliates and technologists, and this year the award goes to Melissa Stevens. Congratulations, Melissa. And ironically, the next award is the Award of Excellence, so don't go very far, for academic achievement. This award is going to be presented to the student with the highest grade point average or GPA, and it is our honor and pleasure to present this award to Melissa Stevens.
Didn't think I'd be nervous, but I am. Good evening, guests, parents, students, and the graduating class of 2017. I am both proud and honored to be here tonight in the company of so many talented and inspiring individuals. It seems like not so long ago we were entering the world of radiography, mostly nervous and scared and not sure if we would ever get the hang of performing a series of exams without any repeats. A simple chest x-ray seemed difficult, and if an L-spine series came in, it would send us in a panic mode. Well, now we can do them with our eyes closed. Thankfully, over the last 2 years, we were able to practice a lot. I can't help but to think of some of the patients I've had. Man, were they troopers. I should probably look some of them up and send them a thank you card. I definitely have a new outlook for my job in the for any job in the medical field. It's not always easy. While we practiced at clinic, we also had lots of book work looming over our heads. I did the math and figured we've taken 1,253 tests. Trust me, it's right. I use the inverse square law. I think I can speak for everyone when I say I'm glad that part's over. All of this knowledge will no doubt be valuable as we go forward in our career. But I think the most important thing we've learned is to not give up. We each set a goal and worked hard to achieve it. And here we are, we made it. We got through patient care, biology, radiation protection, procedures, over 1 million tests, and countless hours of studying. Nothing could stop us. I'm so proud of our accomplishment. So I'd like to take a moment on behalf of myself and my fellow graduates to thank the people that have brought us here. First, our Almighty God, for without God's grace, we wouldn't have the ability to do all the things we do. Thank you. Second, I'd like to thank my family, mainly my husband, for picking up the slack and not complaining about sleeping with the lights on so I could study. There was actually a few times, but it's okay. My 2 boys for understanding that I couldn't make it to every game and why they couldn't always have company over. Thank you, I love y'all so much. Also, a huge thank you to each and every tech that put so much of their time into shaping us into the students we are today. I hope I can be as good an example and help upcoming students as you did for us. Thank you so much. And last but not least, I'd also like to thank Ms. Tara Powell and Ms. Carrie Dunn. Thank you for your knowledge, enthusiasm, and patience. I will always be grateful to you both. Thank you. And I have them a gift.
Thank you, Melissa. We will now proceed with the pinning of our graduates. Okay. Tiffany Carter. Brianne Horton. Katie Knight. Katie Norfleet. Melissa Stevens. Georgiana Tippett. Julie Yan.
The students have prepared a slideshow for everyone to watch, so we're going to dim the lights and watch the slideshow. Y'all can be seated.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Graduates, please stand and face the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty and administration of Southeastern Technical College proudly presents the Radiologic Technology Program graduates of 2017.